Supervisors can collect job performance information in a variety of ways. Some of them, such as notes, reports, email, or ops plans, are put in a drop file during the year. Others are based on personal observation. Now you'll see a few examples of times when Joanne, the supervisor, gathers observational information about GS13 Agent Bill.
Yeah, come on in.
Hey, Joanne.
Hey,
Sorry
Bill.
I'm late. Oh, geez. Just seems like I'm having one of these weeks where I'm constantly running behind schedule.
Oh, really? What's going on?
Oh, well, I just got a call from Agent Jeffries this morning. Our CI on that merchant case was arrested last night for drug possession.
Oh, why is Jeffries contacting you?
Well, I asked him to handle the CI.
Oh. I'm surprised, given his lack of experience dealing with CIs.
Yeah, you know, in retrospect, that probably was a mistake, putting him in charge of the CI.
All right. Well, just keep me posted on how that's going.
All right, will do.
So I think you want to talk about the Snyder case. What's going on with that?
Right. Well, as you know, we did receive a tip from the local PD about Snyder. They also did contact DEA because they thought he might be involved in some drug trafficking activity as well.
Right.
As it turned out, he really was very minimal drug involvement, and really his focus was firearms trafficking.
Okay.
Nonetheless, though, I still did call DEA and talk with them to ensure that they understood that ATF did in fact have jurisdiction on the case.
Oh, super. That went okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, good. Well, that can be a touchy situation, so sounds like you handled that well. Good. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Lori, what's up?
Not much, slow day, just drinking my coffee, reading the paper.
You kidding me? Gee, it must be tough. I am swamped. I don't even know where to start. Let's see. I have a CI who just called me this morning, which is going to mean I'm going to need to start a whole new case that I don't have time for. The AUSA is bothering me for a report on those firearms trafficking things, which I still have yet to get to him. Actually, that reminds me, the AUSA has also been bugging me about any information on that arson case from last week. Did you happen to call Acme Electric like I asked yet and see if they actually had done the wiring on that house?
Not yet.
Lori, I need that information. I asked you for that. I asked you to have that by the end of the day today. I mean, do I need to do everything myself around here? Come on, I can't rely on anyone around here. This is ridiculous.
Ooh. He seems all stressed. Bill? Yeah, come in.
Hey, good morning, Joanne.
Hey, Mark. Welcome back from training. How was it?
It was great. I'm ready to get started on some cases.
Oh, that's super. That's super. Well, how was your first week in the office so far?
It was pretty good. Everyone's been real supportive, especially Bill. He took me out to lunch on Monday, and he's been stopping by every day to make sure everything's okay, and he said if I had any questions, I could stop by anytime.
Oh, that's great. Good. I'm glad. Bill's a really great guy, and I'm glad he's taken you under his wing, so that's great. I'm actually in the middle of something right now, but I really do want to talk to you about the OJT training program. So maybe tomorrow we can set up some time?
Okay, great. I'll let you get back to work, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Super. Thanks.
These are just a few examples of the kinds of behavior supervisors can observe every day. The best thing to do is to make a note of the incident and any resolution to it and put it in a drop file. As supervisors, you'll collect a lot of behavioral information from other sources, including detailed supervisors and formal and informal documents.
Yeah, come on in.
Hey, Joanne.
Hey, Bill. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Ready?
I'm set. How about you?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All righty. Let's go ahead and have a seat. All right. Well, let's start off with giving you the ratings. We could get together, and first I wanted to actually thank you for giving me all that detailed information you gave me on your accomplishments. It was, I stay pretty close in touch with what you're doing, but it's always good to get your perspective and the level of detail. I thought you provided some really good information. Overall, and you can see this in your ratings, I think you've been really developing into a very effective special agent. You have definitely proven to be a real asset to the office. You've got some exceptionally strong technical skills, and I've been very impressed that you're also showing a real interest in mentoring and coaching some of the more junior agents. I think your skills that you have will translate real nicely as models for the agents in the office. So I want to really reinforce that you certainly are a great investigator, and I appreciate the time and effort and interest you have in working with some of the more junior agents in the office. So I'd like to encourage you to keep doing that. You also seem to work real well with people in the office as well as people in the outside, outside agencies. For instance, that case where you had to talk with DEA and convince them that it was really an ATF case, that the jurisdiction would belong to ATF and not DEA. It seemed like you handled that very well. Sometimes I get phone calls in those situations where people are complaining about the way things are handled, and I didn't. Basically, I got phone calls saying that they enjoy working with you and would work with you again in the future. So, in addition to your technical skills in that arena, you also were able to handle some of the tougher, personal skills real well in that situation. So, I was very impressed with that. And just as a couple of examples in terms of your technical skills, some of the things that I've noticed that you tend to be very strong in is that you're very thorough in your investigative techniques. And what I mean by that is you don't necessarily take one person's word for anything. If a CI tells you something, you make sure you go and corroborate the information. You talk to a whole bunch of people. In that Ross case, you really were persistent in saying, I really didn't think the fire was accidental. And you didn't just interview a few people, you interviewed everybody in that organization. So you were very thorough in working with others. You worked well with the CFI in that case to really help collect the necessary evidence to make that case happen. So I find that you really make good use of all the resources around you. You use the translators, you use the TOO, you're really using a variety of resources, different databases that are available to you. So you recognize that it's not just all you, or not just all one person or one source of information, but there are a lot of different sources for you, a lot of different tools that you can use. So you seem to really be able to think out of the box when working on a case and go for it, and you seem to do a very thorough job in investigating things. So overall, it seems like it's just been a very effective year for you in an investigative sense. I think you've really proven yourself as a strong case agent. How do you think it's been going?
Well, first of all, thank you. But I think I had a really good year. I think that I accomplished quite a bit. I think there were a few big cases, like that Smith case that we closed up this year, and that was a really big accomplishment. Granted, I know we did have that incident with the failing to document that evidence, and it fell through the cracks, but I'm swamped. I'm working crazy hours, and let's be realistic. It's going to happen when we're understaffed. We don't have enough people working to help me do my job. Sometimes these things happen, but besides that, I think it was a really good year for me.
Right. Well, I'm